after making the catch.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. Allen will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
This a 2nd and 8. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devon Achane
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw, it's Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Allen. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Cook up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
Back to throw. Allen. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now 3rd down and 7. Again, it's Achane.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tua on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Love going to throw right away. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, Love.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Love.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
It's caught, and it's 8-0.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner, and when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
Then his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll go to Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run here with Dowdle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Tolbert.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd and 6.
Prescott.
Cooks on the quick slant. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Dowdle going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. There's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now Hurts going to move him around. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Looking to throw, Prescott, and they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
They're going to run it with Barkley.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply,
touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And he's going to be touched down here.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Mike 13.
He'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out, so it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
60 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On the run, it's Dowdle. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Rico Dowdle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, you pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
3rd down and 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Past the 20. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now again, the Eagles will go for 2. They're going to try and run here. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Prescott now on 2nd down.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Back to throw again.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And they'll give him an up. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Eagles have recovered.
And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
43 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to run it with Barkley. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want...
That is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Barkley, inside handoff.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado.
And off we go from Denver.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right back to Achane on second down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2nd down and 8. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Knicks now on 1st and 10.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. And leads to a first down.
A first carry now. This is Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Nix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In motion goes the tight end. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rolling to his left.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes